The amazing thing about UB is it has so many resources in experiential and applied learning. It's one thing to have an academic path, but when you test that in the real world, it can really change the way you look at things and really change your perspective.
There was a real equity issue with participation in STEM education.
For the ice to melt, it has to take energy, and because the salt is lowering the freezing point of the ice, it has to take more energy.
We saw huge jumps, especially at the middle school level, in students' interest and their academic performance. And that was enough to convince the National Science Foundation to fund a really comprehensive program, and a big part of our expansion was to provide graduate students and undergraduate students as service learning support.
You dance? Okay. Well, I dance too, and it's my way of keeping my brain healthy.
I actually decided to travel to Calcutta, India, which is the city where I was actually born. And I decided to go there and work with students. And they asked me, are there middle school students in the US, people our age, who we can talk with?
The Pen Pal activity inspired us to create Beyond the Block, a program where students from India and the United States can communicate with each other, not only about their day-to-day lives, but also about social issues that affect them.
It has had an impact on me and how I perceive education, poverty, things that we oftentimes feel never really have a solution to.
We're looking to expand to more schools in the United States and in India, as well as schools across the world. So it's a commitment that we have for life.
When students bridge the gap between the academic and the non-academic world, they really become better teachers, researchers, and scholars. And part of the reason is that they have to face challenges that they wouldn't face normally in the lab or the library.
I spent all of my younger years learning about how environmental issues impact agriculture, and I wanted to then go to law school to fight some of the environmental justice issues that arise in agriculture. But when I got to Buffalo and specifically working with ICEP, I saw that a lot of those environmental justice issues aren't specific to agriculture, but are specific to underrepresented populations. So that really helped me then want to work with these communities and with these families to attack and mobilize them against some of the environmental justice issues.
I worked with the ESL population at East High School when I started with ICEP. We translated living environment notes into 4 languages that were high need at that time: Burmese, Somali, Nepali, and Arabic. That's what piqued my interest in teaching ESL, and after graduation I started employment with the Buffalo Public Schools as an ESL teacher. ICEP was the building block for my current career.
They've shown how they can take what they've learned and apply it in these really interesting and inventive and creative ways that are really meaningful and impactful, not just for them, but for the people that they serve and the people that they encounter.